Hey guys, Target here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Belgorod. Playing today, spawning on the left, we have hakuto, something bubble, dragon water, I don't know. Playing as Brits, who has Lease assault. Teaming up with him is Spade, as Soviets immediately going for guard motor coordination. From the right hand side, we have CrossFire playing as OKW, who has elite armored, Overwatch and breakthrough, and finally Convenant playing as Ostheer, who has spearhead, lightning war and Jaeger armor. Random team on both sides. I got the ranks here. Brit player rank 6, Spade around 40, Crossfire rank 4, and Convenant around rank 30. So slight edge there to the Axis in terms of ranks, but very tight. A random team match.
Gear stowed and ready to go.
And I think we've seen a tactic like this in the past from a Brit player. Maybe they were spamming M10s, I can't remember exactly. Squad inside, remember they can't fire out from inside that universal carrier, so waiting for a moment for a drop off, but it's not arriving. Looks like he might be getting like one stern pile roll from that side. Going a bit further around the corner on these haystacks. Slowly getting to work here, and I think he's waiting for the stern piles to retreat, then he's going to jump the squad out. Close in after that. Conscripts stalling out nicely behind the sandbags. Meanwhile, conscripts switching sides here. Looks like Allies looking to set up a 2-on-1 down the south, and there we go. Jumps out with that squad. You always have to worry that, you know, if your opponent's sitting behind heavy cover like that for such a long period of time, and like ultimately a losing engagement, you do have to be concerned that maybe they're baiting you to stay in position, and they're going to blast you with their Raketten. So something to keep in mind there. Maybe it was an option for Crossfire instead of building this screen here. He could have pushed out a Raketten and maybe got the kill over here, or shot for the kill. But yeah, the rotation of those conscripts didn't really work out too well for Spade. Didn't get much done. Going for a cut-off play, but I mean they're already losing control of the fuel, so it's not really cutting anything off either. So a little bit of an ugly start for Spade, getting his tier 2 tech up at the moment, or he has medics back here. Only going for 3 conscripts, no extra squad of combat engineers as well, so a little bit light on starting infantry. Nice machine gun rotation. Conscripts just on the edge of the range there. Here come the assault sections. Upgrading Thompsons on one of them. Coming over to this side of the building, there's only one window, but here come the OKW troops from the other side. The squad remaining is the squad that's not upgrading the Thompsons as well. So it gets a little bit ugly. Allies off to a bit of a rough start. And prioritizing the Thompsons over upgrading the universal carrier, I don't think that's something I would be doing. The UC upgrade is much more important. There it goes. Getting back to work. Squad stalling for as long as it can, but outnumbered 3-on-1 there.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Also outnumbered, so overall, pretty ugly start for the Allies. About to lose control of their fuel again, haven't got much done in the north at all. And losing control of the centre fast.
Loaded up and ready to move.
Upgrading the other section with the weapons as well. So really prioritising that, in spite of the fact that they're back at base healing at the moment. Probably needs to leave them there as well. He's coming out still not fully healed up. It's a waste of manpower, and he briefly was thinking about going back for more healing, but decides against it. Those assault sections, though, they are a bit squishy. They do drop miles quite quickly, so I do favour healing them up. Sapper's out the back here, doing a little bit of damage from long range, but here come the assault sections now. Pretty good damage as they close the distance. With the 3 Volksgrenadiers here. See them dropping mobs quite quickly, but now they're in close, could do some big damage, especially backed up by that universal carrier. Not continuing to close distance, here he goes now. Still have the engineers there, can do some capping, maybe wire off that heavy cover. Looks like some good fights in the center for Spade as well. He's got some territory going. It's a good pushback for the allies. But how long does it last for? Crossfire could have started his flak out track by now, but hasn't. Maybe a bit late on that. There's quite a lot of resources floating. Convenant meanwhile got that 2-2 out at a nice timing. Don't quite complete the capture there, and now dropping very quickly. Smoking out the machine gun, capping the fuel over here for the first time, the allies. 222's going to try to shut that down, but Spade actually going for a quad. I think this is a pretty good timing for the quad. So far away in fuel from a T-70. Quad can help fight back against this. Good timing on the 222. Got munitions for days, so it's not really an issue at this stage. Let's see, this is going to be a rifle nade, but Spade dodging it very effectively. And back into the covers. Doesn't have anti-tank grenades and not taking them yet either. Which I think he probably should be doing now. Oh boy, the officer gets in a bit of trouble there, nearly going down. Oh man, could you imagine how much worse this would be going? If Crossfire actually spent through his float here, got an extra machine gun or just squad of infantry, maybe some Jaeger lights, or a Kitten even. Oh boy, that's a late retreat. Very close call on those stern posts. Close call on there. Assault section as well. Here comes the quad. A bit of work done. Oh boy, didn't see it, but a section goes down up here. Wow. Crossfire coming in, maybe looking for a bit of a push. Faust connects on the universal carrier, so maybe for the best that he didn't upgrade with the Vickers. There it goes. So close to running into the mine there, not quite.
A universal carrier has been knocked out.
And the push ultimately wasn't necessary. Looks like Crossfire considering putting down on the front lines. There we go, does trigger the mine and now retreating. Okay, it's quite aggressively planted, but knows he's up against Lease assault. Doesn't have a big off-map strike on that commander, so does make it a bit safer. Quad went down over here, by the way. How did that happen? Was there a Talamite? Must have been. I mean, I don't see anything over there that could really have done it. Vehicles destroyed one. Maybe it must have been the 222 then. Maybe I'm just being very inattentive. Well, that is really bad news for Spade. He's going for a rebuild on the quad. You don't see that very often. Good strike from Mortar. Could still do with... Oh, coming in with the officer. Use the heroic charge. And should be able to get the white there. Nicely done. Green squad down. Good bit of teamwork there for the allies after he loses control on the bottom. And he can't really contest with the flak base covering that fuel as well. So switching sides, looking to do some damage and overwhelm Convenant. Quite a lot of success in the process. You still have to worry about the counter-attack from Crossfire. It's pumping into double overs now. Let's try and damage this down with small arms. Not ideal.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
A big retreat, but it could be the end of the officer. No, the quad coming in, getting some suppression going, and that saves the day. Otherwise, that was dead. A bit of teamwork there. Quad saving the day. Still, I feel like Space should get as this as well. There we go. Oh wow, that's a British quad now. Extremely late timing. You see the command points, he could have got this about 3 CPs ago. But, you know, he is kind of lacking long range at the moment after losing that section. He hasn't built like a sniper or machine gun, so it'll help him out quite a lot and help him out a lot against these double overs. But we do have a Raketen in the build for Crossfire next. It's doing anti-tank grenades for Spade, by the way, so he can't really threaten that 2v2. Damaging, the pack has pulled quite far away. Maxim going down.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Oh, he's going for the steal, and they're going to get it as well. No! Quad, good switching on focus fire. Here comes the pack, forwards again. Maybe you could consider smoking like around here. Expect the pack to be coming in from that angle. Loses rear armor exposed as well. Helps the speed boost, but yeah, it's not going to work. So, boy, things come tumbling down for Spades. After using that Maxim, trying to hold on to it. Pack coming forwards, clears him off. Force with a heroic charge there again. By doing some work down the south. Was that another quad? Kitten hasn't done any damage, so that was the universal carrier. Oh boy, that's kind of ugly. Okay, there we go. Big suppression, but the flak base is back there. Can't get any closer. The kitten coming around the corner as well. Manages to throw out a phosphorus and then an actual grenade. Oh, and he gets an oboe with that. Crossfire late to react. Quad though in some trouble with the Raketen right there. He drives around to the side of it. The squad looking for the Faust. Can't quite find it yet. Duking this quite nicely, but Faust is going to connect. This is quite low. If it takes one shot from the flak as well as the Faust, they will be dead, but somehow doesn't get the Faust off. I don't know why Crossfire didn't go for it there. And now the Raketen at risk of going down. Bit of blocking there. The quad. Stopping from max accuracy. Gets the decrew, but it's quite far back. With that anti-tank gun, he can't really finish off the decrew weapon. He can't steal it either. I mean, maybe he could... so far away. He kind of needs like 2 smoke grenades to get over there. And it's not going to happen anyway. Let's put the rival reinforcement. Got a Vickers out now as well for more holding power. T70 next for Spade, so he's going all in at this kind of timing. Knows that they're so far behind. Doesn't want to try the medium stall. Looking for maximum impact right now because the Allies, you know, they're right up against it already. Nearly lost half their victory points at this stage. And he's getting some results. Getting the decrew on that quite nicely. Pack was back at base healing, reinforcing, so T70 doing massive damage in the meantime. And should be able to steal this machine gun as well. 222 lingering. Prevent that, but there's this pushed up, connecting nicely. Conscripts get too low. Big damage from the mortar. I'll try to jump on it. Conscripts get away. Will he get away with the machine gun? Oh, that was a close call. Lucky break for the 222. Machine gun does get away. Pack setting up. And connecting. He's got the spotting scopes. That's how he can see it all the way back there. Oh, wow, I thought he was using the infantry awareness, but no, it's the spotting scopes. Going for a bit of a greedy Zis barrage here, though. Could get that decrewed. Greedy is not chasing, though. And here we go, M10. Coming in for hakuto. A couple mines down as well. It's a pretty good idea. Crossfire, meanwhile, goes Panzer IV out. Reasonable timing on it, though. I would expect it to be a little bit earlier than this. So the M10's going to be able to cover it quite effectively in spite of This unusual build order and pretty poor fuel control for the Allies in the early stages. M10 is just so much cheaper in terms of fuel. Makes a big difference. And, you know, if you're not going for a lot of side tech with Brits not going for the bolster, weapon racks, don't have to get with this commander. Your tick up to medium tanks is pretty fast. Ordinarily you would suffer quite badly, you know, with regular sections, but not with the assault sections. Okay, mortar pit coming up. Pretty common position for it on this map. To defend, and hopefully he gets a bunch of mines down to protect it as well. Here comes the Panzer IV up to the north. The tank gun was back at base, but it's coming forwards again for Spade. Not fully reinforced, but can merge into it. Ooh, a little bit clumsy there, just donating that machine gun. Go for the recovery on it, but it's dropping down fast again. Here comes the Zis. Connecting. Machine gun in some trouble, still alive. Panzer Grenadiers coming down, could get decrewed again. M10 coming in. Seems like it missed there. MG does get decrewed again, but T70 staying in. Oh, close call on these conscripts. Quad coming in, M10 doing a bit of a circle round, but takes an engine crit. The pack finds an angle, and down it goes. M10 dead. Came in for, I think, a bit of a greedy crush attempt. They got massively punished by that pack position. And there goes the M10. Do hold on to the Maxim, but losing a conscript in the process. And this, wow, monster shot from that Panzer IV. Some big damage with that Vet 1 already. Allies have done a much better job on the VPs lately, but they've only drained off about 20 points. Where's the Axis have drained off, you know? About 40, so there's one area where they're doing alright at least, but yeah, that was not the best M10 control. And mortar pit all the way back here doesn't have the heavy upgrade on it yet, so need hammer or anvil at some stage. Gonna have to divert some resources away from the N10 production. Jaeger's doing some nice work here from long range. Heavy cover gone. Fresh M10 coming in. Panzer IV. Big hit. They're kind of clumped up with the sandbags disappearing. That allows that monster shot. Before taking a couple hits, quads coming down now as well. Got the anti-tank gun rolling up. Oh boy, could this be the moment? Ooh, no chase by the M10. Do have the speed boost on that immediately. Don't have to vet it up. So I feel like he missed an opportunity to go in for the kill. He goes in for some crushing though. Some decent damage done. Yeah, missed opportunity for a Panzer IV kill. Knew that the Raketen had retreated, so it was safe to go in for at least a bit of a chase there. And Brumbeer for Convenant now. Double resist though, should do alright against it. We have anti-tank grenades now for Spade. T70 in some trouble. 222 coming around the side with the spotting scopes. And there we go, T70 abandoned. Pack doing some big damage. Spade getting overwhelmed right now. Might need some planes to help bail this out. Here comes the infantry though. Good bit of teamwork. Gonna salvage this. They knock out the 2-2 with the spotting scopes as well. It's pretty big. That thing was a real nuisance. Quad getting stuck in. He's dropping down the planes. Quad maybe going to go for the decrew on the pack, but the M10's coming in now as well. Heroic stuff here for Hakuto. Pack spinning around. M10 needs 2 shots to kill here. Here comes the Panzer IV though, not fully repaired. Hires went down by the way to the planes, I think. Here goes the Brumbeer. Grenadiers down though, could lose another squad. Could even crew this pack and turn it against the Panzer IV. M10 is dead. Here come the planes. pretty good damage. Panzer IV on half now. Didn't go for the recruit on the anti-tank gun. Do have like a regular smoke as well as the phosphorus. Could help cover steel on that anti-tank gun. They're going to go for the kill on it, but Crossfire is there. They're both teams going for the kill on it, in fact. But yeah, good teamwork there for Hakuto, saving that just horrible situation for Spade. If it wasn't for that, the Allies would probably have just lost the game there. They'd be too far behind. It ends up being a pretty reasonable trade. A lot of squads down for Convenant. So just 2 Grenadiers. And for the instant rebuild on the Brumbier. Imagine it'll be Pyros next for the repairs. Maybe a pack even. It's a little bit risky going for the Brumbier again in this situation. Without any anti-tank to support it. We have a T-34 on the build for Spade and could easily be a T-34-85, which is even scarier. As Axis so sure they don't have a good enough read on the exact fuel numbers to make that kind of read. Just over here struggling. See, they're not upgraded with a 7-man yet. Both of them upgrading during the engagement, so they're really struggling with that Vet 3 LMG Grenadier. Even at that closer range. Going to be on the attack here. Anti-tank gun slightly out of position. This one hasn't been recruited either. This could be nasty. M10 is down the bottom. Anti-tank gun heading up in that direction now. Recruits one of the anti-tank guns. Heading up on the Brumbier. Everything extremely low for Spade, but he stays in there. Panzer IV coming down now as well. Comes the M10 and the anti-tank gun boat for Hakuto. T-34 is there, but so is the Raketten. So the Axis are going to pull back though. M10 didn't have sight. Oh, big hit from the mortar pit. Good long range shot in there. Smoking out the machine gun. M10 pushing through. This is one shot. Goes for a crush. Oh, but takes a main gun crit. Oh man, he's so intent on going for those crush maneuvers. He misses the opportunity for a kill shot on the Panzer IV. It's about, about 3/4 chance to pin-ish at that range with the M10, so I think it was much more worthwhile going for the kill on the Panzer IV than trying to crush a bunch of infantry that's just going to chain faust you anyway. But there we go. At least he didn't lose the M10 in the process. Panther next for Crossfire. That's going to make it hard for these M10s to get value. One Grenadier did go down though for Convenant, so he's down to just 1 Grenadier now. Rebuild his pack, another Pyro for faster repairs. I think he just needs more Grenadiers though. Needs the threat of the snare. Keep that Brumbier safe. It's got the recon plane up in the air now though. Allies don't have an answer to that with all of their quads dying. Oh boy, Crossfire going for the King Tiger, it looks like, getting his final tech truck out. He's pretty much got the resources for that by the time the mechanized truck finishes planting down. Flares to counteract that though, spotting long range, allowing those Zisses to get some good damage done. T-34 rounding the corner. Be careful. It's going to take a Faust backing through the Pax arc again. I'll take one more shot. Should survive though. It's a very lucky attack round. The Pack dropping. Decides to cut and run. The team making a bit of a maneuver down here, but not getting much done. The Panzer IV meanwhile up to 24 kills now. Shooting at the plane so that giving some sight to the M10, bouncing it a shot. The tank gun doesn't bounce though. Missing the follow-up. So Marked vehicle plane on the Bombardier, by the way. We're for next for Convenant. Still a little bit risky, still like lacking a huge amount of anti-tank. Could easily get flanked by a mass M10 plate and completely overwhelmed.
Securing our territory.
For Werfer though. I think the safest option would have been to go for a Panther into Werfer, but screwing forwards, but don't have enough munis for an anti-tank grenade after that. So no engine crit. Good damage there from the mortar pit. Big damage on the Bombardier though as well.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
He's not going for hammer or anvil, so just the regular barrage still on that mortar pit. Doesn't have the heavy barrage yet. Another set of planes loaded up now though. Here comes the King Tiger for Crossfire. Has locked into Elite Armoured as well, so going for the commander on that. Ooh, big Werfer strike, and then knocks out the COH2 out the back.
Capturing supply sector.
A little bit scary. Is that just all vet from taking damage? I don't recall hearing the COH2 fire so far. Flares up. A couple of fires there. Looking for some repairs on that Bombardier still. Is down in the center though and getting destroyed now. WM10's a little bit inactive. Okay, WM10's rotating around. Allies do have some pretty good answers to the King Tiger, you know, between the planes and marked vehicle. But still a little bit behind. You can see the overall army size is about 25-ish behind. So they're still in a tough position, and the M10s typically don't scale that well against the big boys. Oh boy, nasty attack round. Assault section down on retreat. Oh boy, Crossfire on fire with these attack rounds. This Vet 3 might be able to survive on that health threshold. Oh boy, he's blocking with his own M10. Could maybe go for a crush, but he doesn't want to risk taking an engine crit, so he's getting out of there.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Onto the anti-tank gun, perhaps. Scatter not too good though. Oh, could get the pyros and does. Anti-tank gun sitting back down. Connecting once. Flying in though, gonna look for the D crew. Oh, Convenant in some trouble. Conscripts stop their chase. Here they go. And gets the D crew. This is there, but here comes the Werfer strike. Good split. Nullifies most of the damage. There's this, finishes off the decrew weapon. And Convenant really on the back foot now. With the rebuild on that anti-tank gun. That was a good pick off. Convenant maybe getting a bit greedy, trying to go for that extra shot on the T-34. And pays the price for it with all those conscripts swarming in. Buster going after the Zis, that's in some trouble now. Second shot though, not really finding its mark. KT a little bit too slow. So it does survive. Okay, we're up to 3 M10s now. He's gearing up for one of those big all-in assaults. It's the regular smoke, not the phosphorus. Couple mines down for Crossfire. That's a really good idea against the M10 swarms. Oh, doesn't quite get it. So close to that mine as well. T-34 coming back in, getting some nasty damage down on those overs. Okay, here come the mass M10s, who have a sweeper out, but hasn't spotted these mines, I don't think. Finds the Panzer IV back there, but it's backed up by a Raketen. Oh boy, this could be nasty. Good idea pulling back at that timing. Oh wow, we've got a Bofors coming up covering the centre. You don't see those too often. Recon plane up again for Convenant, but their Bofors will be a decent bit of anti-air against it. Just sometimes have a little bit of trouble tracking, but
enemies trying to take a point from us.
not the best worth a strike. Convenant getting a lot of vet on that, but not too many kills really. There's the recon plane. Looks like the King Tiger rolling into the centre. Maybe he has eyes to knock out that Bofors back there. He's doing alright on the VPs. They've got an SU-85 out now as well. That's going to help them stabilise. Panther coming out now for Convenant. So far it feels like the King Tiger hasn't been that impactful. I know it wiped a unit down here, but hasn't really shot at anything else this entire time. He's playing very conservatively with it. Looking around the side of the incendiary grenade. Pretty good use of the officer's heroic charge. It is free, so might as well. Take the incendiary rounds here. Dodge away from the mortar barrages, but still end up connecting. Lost away down the south. Bofors doing some good work. Here comes a worthless strike. 2 10 weapons right here. Moderate connection. Not the best scatter for Convenant, but again, he gets a lot of damage done. Close to Vet 2 now, thanks to that. But you can see the Axis really struggling for VP control. Pack loss for Convenant really seems to have slowed them down a lot. Another Bofors coming up for hakuto.
They're trying to take it.
The Katyusha strike. Oh, and he gets the Panther Grenadiers. Nasty wipe there. Good scatter for Spade. Okay, M10's coming in, maybe thinking about some crush shenanigans, and no snaring squads here, so he's a lot more free to go for it, but triggering the mine there. Triggers the other one as well.
My lord, a tank's been lost.
Not too bad, all things considered. Yeah, that's why the M10 play tends not to scale the best into the late game. It requires a lot of micros, a lot of ways to counter it. So easy to just go for those fireflies usually. There we go, looks like he's maybe gearing up for another attack. Briefly spots another mine there. Should probably attack ground that with one of the M10s. Tank gun rolling up. Oh, the officer died there. Man, that KT. This is why he should have attack grounded it. Much safer. Ooh. Repairs go wrong there. Combat engineers down. Couple big wipes. Now the allies could be in some trouble. They're a little bit behind in army size now after those. And there goes the Bofors, falling even further behind. Looks like the Axis making a bit of a play down the south now. Big hit with the bunker buster. AT gun hanging on by a thread though. Oh boy, engine crit, M10 in some trouble, double M10's rolling down, each tank gun's going to line up for some damage. The SU-85's coming down from the north as well, but There goes the M10. Got the Rakit now the back contributing as well. He's hunting for this Panzer IV and he knocks it out quite nicely. He loses another M10 in the process though. Drops down the planes and they do massive damage. Rakit goes down fast. SU-85 hasn't come down to assist. Not much more for these M10s to do. Could go for the kill on the decrew Rakit and that would be productive at least. Tiger playing very respectful. Can, you know, back away, quickly repair up with those emergency repairs. Down from the planes again. But Crossfire, good awareness, recrewing the Rakit, and I think that was bad for hakuto. I think he had an opportunity there. Oh, where's he going with this T-34? He's going hunting for that Werfer, but he's not going to find it. Very defensively positioned here. So far no snares though. Boombear a little bit exposed. The Panther not really mobilizing. Vickers ends up going down. The Katyusha barrage catches the pack there. And yeah, Convenant very slow with the Panther rotation. Here it comes now though. Wolf is still alive at least. Second T-34 in here now though. And SU-85. If this was like the low vet T-34, he probably would have gone for a ram there, I would guess, but it's the vet 2-1, vet 2.5. Doesn't want to take that risk. Okay, steal on the pack attempted. Fresh SU-85, fresh Panther out for Crossfire, pressuring the SU-85. Triple Panther's making a bit of a play. King Tiger coming in, goes for the ram, connects on the Panther. Oh boy, but it's... Oh no, it does get finished off by the Zis. Nice ram. Axis hang on to the anti-tank gun though. See, still a lead overall to the Axis. Maybe about 15-20 pop cap ahead. Goes in for the big crush. It's just not worth going for the crushes. You're just going to lose an M10 to crush two models.
Lost its swines, just knocked out a vehicle.
It's a high risk, kind of low reward situation there. Hard to crush when they're clumped up next to the flag as well. It makes the pathing awkward. Might be able to knock out a couple of models, but you're not very likely to get the whole squad. On the T-34 for a spade. That vehicle keeping the King Tiger honest, but no real threat to kill it. Rebuild on the Beaufort was in the center. Still have that Werfer though. Just about ready to fire again. Team coming down for the crush again. One model at least. Now the Panther coming down, so is the Rakit and M10. Good idea to get out of there. Do have the exact same range, the Panther and the M10. Not the best Werfer strike there, and both was working well on the north. It's a T-34-85 as well for spade, a little bit more firepower. Convenant still a little bit weak in the north in terms of anti-tank. He's got those double anti-tank guns, but there's the Katyusha to help counter them. Crossfire the one swimming in anti-tank at the moment. He's smoking out the Beauforts and the anti-tank gun kind of. Getting some attack rounds going. Got the SU-85 there as well. Oh, but the bunker buster from downtown. Anti-tank gun goes down really fast. Drops down the artillery as well to finish off the decrew weapon, I think. Maybe he dropped that on the Beauforts. No brace. And that goes down really fast. A little bit of a misplay there. Not enough respect by hakuto. Decent clap back here by the Allies. Katyusha rockets. But not really getting any wipes or anything. It's ultimately not a great trade. There's a Werfer strike. This could be nasty.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Again, very good fortune for Spade. Barely takes any damage from that. Model losses, a lot of damage. A lot of damage in there from the planes, I think. Provides the Allies a bit more breathing room. The VPs are close to even at this stage as well, after the Allies down by about 250 at the start. They've done a good job hanging in there. Especially considering, you know, how many M10s we've seen thrown away this game. A lot of it's kind of illustrating the differences between the Katyusha barrages so far and the Werfer strikes. Looks like the Katyusha barrages have been more lethal. Good bunker busters though, that Brumbier. Getting another wipe. Kentucky looking to finish that off. S285 getting caught on the flag. Overs though, charging ahead, taking big damage from the T-34. Oh, fresh Panther out for Convenant though. T-34 could be in some trouble. Not chasing in after it though, maybe looking for the Bofors kill.
Emplacement under attack.
Oh, we've got a 17-pounder out the back. I didn't see that. It's going to limit the movements, but I think it might be a tiny bit too far back even. Oh, here comes the Panther though. Didn't manage to fire. Maybe missed. Heated VP fighting at the moment. Allies are doing a pretty good job though. They are still quite far behind in army size overall. So he's just out of range. The King Tiger can snipe away inside the capture circle, but the 17-pounder can't quite return fire. Might even be worth going for some attack rounds here on the 17-pounder. Hope that you scatter along with it. Probably what I'd be attempting. And you didn't get the Bofors up. The 17-pounder a little bit undefended at the moment. Katyusha coming in for a close-range caddy barrage, but unfortunately he's already moving away from the T-34, so it doesn't end up doing much damage. Tiger with the spearhead mode active now, so he just has that bastard vision. Sees so far with it. And here we go, 17-pounder connecting. Tiger got a tiny bit too close. Firing off the flare there as well, doing some spotting with the 17-pounder.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Just hanging on. Extremely low, no conscripts nearby to merge into it though. There's no answer to the OKW infantry. Phosphorus out. Oh, M10 stranded here, took an engine crit. Panther looking to finish the job on it. Can go for the cap though. Panther not the best, hasn't upgraded it with the machine gun. So he can easily cap down there.
Let's get to work.
Okay, going for another M10. Never went for hammer or anvil. Never got the extra mortar strike going.
Emplacement under attack.
AT staying at a nice range there. Just out of range of that 17-pounder. Uh-oh, both was in some trouble. Down it goes.
The enemy have destroyed a forward emplacement.
No anti-tank grenade on the Panther as well. That was nice for Spade. Making a bit of a move in the north though. We do have the planes ready. This could be trouble for the Axis. Oh, but the Werfer strike is nasty. Double anti-tank guns nearly dead. The Brumbier looking to finish them off and gets one of them. Brumbier in some trouble, but T-34 missing. This doesn't quite fire a return shot. This Zis died at almost anything. It's backing away with it now. Axis though falling behind on the VPs.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Both force shooting at the Panther instead of the infantry now though, getting pushed. The 17 pounder
We're losing a capture point.
getting some damage done. Racing through this now, but a little bit too late.
An emplacement has been destroyed.
Huge rockets coming down on the Ogres and they get one of them. Still got those planes if they really need them. Looks like the Axis getting a bit desperate, mobilizing for an offensive. Because they really need these VPs. Bolshevik died down here, by the way. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. They are dead. So 71 VPs left for the Axis. They are really in trouble. We're taking the engine crit. Here we go. SU-85 and M10 looking to finish the job. SU-85 misses though. Double anti-tank gun sitting down. And there goes the SU-85. I think after he missed that shot, you know, he need to back away, obviously. Overextending there, hoping for the Brumbier kill, and it costs him his vet to SU-85. Well, you get to the pointy end of the victory points, and sometimes you start to make some suboptimal decisions. And the planes now just force away a bit of the infantry. Ober's in here, but the M10 going for a bit of a crush. Kintai coming forwards. Will get targeted by the anti-tank portion, or has that already flown off the field? It might have already flown off the field. Shot down now by the flak base as well. 35 EPs left for the Axis, but they have neutralized the north now. No, there go the anti-tank planes. Good connection. Kintai get low. Fresh Panzer IV for Crossfire. Need that T-34 here though, otherwise they can't deal with the OKW infantry. Good job running past the concussive grenade. Sternpires have the Shrek. So they're missing out on a bit of DPS, otherwise they might have been able to win that. Pop down some smoke, go for the cap underneath the cover of it. Conscript suiciding though, going for the capture. T-34 forced back by the pack. M10 in here though. Capitalizing on the Panther not being there. Here it comes now though. Here's out the Phosphorus. M10 could be in some trouble. He's rotating. Oh, he's going to take a Faust that's almost certain to go down now. Maybe the M10 can get the... No, if he pinned there through the anti-tank grenade, he had a chance of getting away, but... Going for the cap jam. Meanwhile, big moves in the north for the Allies. The Allies, I feel like they're getting a little bit tunnel vision though, just going for the VP hold. I feel like they had the opportunity to just close this out through stronger plays. And maybe just suicided a few too many units. Good dive in there by the Panther, knocking out the Katyusha. 17 pounder spinning around for this Panther though. That could be in some trouble now. There's this there as well. This one taking an engine trip back here. Could be an idea to pop the piercing shot mode. See the, what is this doing? What? The rotation's so slow. 17 pounder goes down.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
Goes one of the Panthers. The other one still could die as well. No, the Zis getting decreed by the Werfer strike. Conscripts jumping on that. But it seems like the Axis have stabilized on the VPs. 24 points remaining. And look at the army size differential now. Maybe if they can knock out this Panther, they stand a chance. T-34 coming in. Doesn't stand much of a chance against the frontal armor. We've got the Brumbier back there as well. It seems like that's about it for the Allies. Still playing hard for the VPs though. Panzer IV doesn't have the upgrade. Gonna try hide in the smoke, circling around. Trying to go for the steal on that, but it doesn't last long. T-34 very low though, needs repairs now. If Convenant can hold on to that anti-tanker, maybe the Allies can, you know, jump on 2 VPs, get something going. Oh boy. No. Oh no.
Infantry squad, trade enemy threatening a capture point.
There's a Panther now as well. M10 trying to go for the crushing. Is he going to get punished for this again? Panther. There's not enough munitions for the blitz. Pop the heat rounds. Oh, what's he doing? His vehicle crew repairing over here. Was that a misclick? Was he trying to activate the flanking speed? Oh boy. Away from the Werfer strike, but it's on the Zis out the back. Conscripts coming back in for the capture.
5 points left.
We can neutralize at least. M10 does go down to the Panther. Shrek's coming in as well. And now hakuto has just about nothing.
Tommies has been trained.
Whoever's vetted up now, dropping down their Blinkorper. Okay, T-34 looking to work a miracle. He's got 2 anti-tank guns here. They're very low, but still get the job done. So T-34 joining in now. T-34 maybe considering going for the ram, but I think he was too close to activate it. Panther, meanwhile, gets extremely low. Does get away, though. So does the T-34, however. Both the anti-tank guns just so low in health. The Bombear coming in here looking to finish them off. They're quite close to each other. They could easily both go down. Conscripts coming in for the anti-tank grenade though. Oh, bouncing, however. Allies desperate on these VPs. They're working hard for them, but Axis have enough. They've just got enough every single time. But the planes though, could that be the difference maker for the Allies? Here they come. Both teams low on VPs now. Allies also getting a bit desperate. Spade has enough to bring in another tank. Resources now. Tank got outright destroyed there, so that's bad news for the Allies. Tiger revealing itself. Should take an anti-tank pass. Go for some attack grounds. Pyro's jumping in to try jam the capture. Ooh, big damage on the Pyro's repairing out the back. Anti-tank planes hitting the King Tiger massively because it's kind of driving forwards as they were strafing in. Pyro though is just alive. So close to death. Meanwhile in the north, Zis barrage nearly decrewing that. Panther. Just the Zis. Looks like it's going to survive. Just a killing spree in the center. Everything dying. Going for the capping attempts. Werfer strike missing. The Panther a little bit slow backing away. Takes a main gun crit. These T-34s are so low in health though. He doesn't have enough munitions to go for the crew repairs on them. Now the Bombear is healthy enough. Return to action. Instant decrew on that very low Zis. MG dead up here as well. Triple cap against the Allies though. Time is running out fast. They got a fresh T-34 coming in, but lacking in the anti-tank department now. Don't have the planes to battle them out again either. Going for the north. They should be able to get the decap on that alright. Fresh Panther coming in for Convenant now though. Conscripts just getting blasted, hoping for the engine crit. The Brombear is just so nasty. Just dancing around the squad trying to get down here for the cap, but King Tiger, was that a Panther shot? Wow. Don't see it getting connections like that too often. Okay, T-34 sees an opportunity and going in for it. The other Panther a little bit out of position here. Getting around the side. King Tiger rolling up to assist in the defense. Just spinning around though. And down goes the T-34. King Tiger making its mark. Oh boy, that would have been the kill shot I think as well. And there we go, Allies draining out. Whew, good back and forth there. You know, Allies getting off to a bit of a shoddy start. I think Spade, was he like, oh, he's going like one squad down in the early game to some territory control struggles. Overall, though, some pretty good teamwork, you know, between the Allied random teams, or both teams really. Good support plays when the other of the teammate was in trouble. But Hakuto, just a few too many just really reckless M10 dives, like trying to go for crushes, getting snared, getting killed. And that's, I think, ultimately one of the big issues with the M10. You know, you want to go for those crush maneuvers, but you just get snared so often and then you lose them. We saw that probably like about 4 times this game. M10's just dying, going for crushing and, you know, knock out maybe 3 models. And you lose an M10 in the process. No good. But yeah, overall, very solid play from CrossFire. Just handled everything smoothly. But yeah, well done by the Allies. They made a real game of it after that struggle of a start. Almost winning. I think, you know, when there were, you know, about 100 VPs remaining, Axis was still at 24. If they just played tight from there, instead of just recklessly throwing the units into the capture circles, I think they could have still closed the show here, but we got a bit tunnel visioned on the VPs and the Axis able to close it out. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like to again recast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.